All right, let's dive right in. Today, we're taking a closer look at Sri Venkateswara College of Engineering, located out in Sriperumbudur. Now, for all you students and parents gearing up for admissions, the TNEA code you'll need is 1219. So, to get started, here is a bit of a puzzle for you. What could possibly connect the director of one of India's most prestigious institutions, IIT Madras, with officers serving in the IAS? Well, the answer is a shared foundation, a common starting point right here at Sri Venkateswara College of Engineering. And honestly, this powerful network of alumni is one of the very first things you need to understand about this place. That leadership legacy is exactly where we'll begin. Founded way back in 1985, SVCE has a few key identity points. It's an autonomous institution, it has a Telugu linguistic minority status, and it's affiliated to the highly respected Anna University. You can really see their journey on this timeline. After starting in 85 and moving to their current campus in 91, they did something pretty remarkable in 1996. They introduced what the college reports as the country's very first B.Tech in information technology. A huge leap forward then came in 2016 when they earned their autonomous status from the UGC. Okay, so a great story is one thing, but what about the hard proof of quality? That brings us to the really important stuff, their foundations and accreditations. And that leads us to this number, 9. Just let that sink in for a moment. What could the number 9 possibly mean for you as a prospective student? Well, that number 9 stands for the 9 undergraduate engineering programs that are currently accredited by the National Board of Accreditation. And as you can see, for 8 of these, including the big ones like computer science and ECE, that accreditation is valid all the way through June 2028. For parents, this is a massive green flag. It's a stamp of approval on their academic quality from a national body. Now, let's look at the bigger picture with the national NIRF rankings. The college is currently in the 201 to 300 band for engineering, and it's important we're completely transparent here. This does represent a slip from their previous position in the 151 to 200 band. In the separate category for innovation, though, they're holding a spot in the 101 to 150 band. Okay, let's shift gears and focus on what you can actually study here. We're going to look at your engineering program choices, the different branches they offer, and the faculty that's going to guide you. The total number of seats for undergraduates is 1,230, and you can clearly see where their focus lies. Computer science and ECE alone make up 540 of those seats. They've also been thinking ahead, introducing a B.Tech in AI and data science back in 2020, which now has a solid intake of 120 students. And who's going to be teaching you? Well, the college reports having 152 faculty members who have earned their PhD. You know, for both students and parents, this number is a really solid indicator of the academic depth and research experience you're going to find on campus. All right, we have arrived at the section that's, let's be honest, on top of everyone's mind. Placements and Industry Connect. This is all about the return on investment and how well the college bridges the gap to the professional world. Let's start with the most important number, 6 lakhs per annum. That was the median salary for the undergraduate batch that graduated in 2024, according to the official data they submitted to NIRF. So how did the rest of that batch do? This chart gives us a clear picture. Out of 879 eligible students, more than 76% were placed. But look at this other number. It's just as interesting. Over 20%, that's 181 students, chose to go for higher studies. To me, that says a lot about the strong academic foundation they're building here. Now, it's also important we mention what the college itself is reporting. In their own data submitted for the TNEA 2025 counseling, the institution has stated a 100% placement figure. And, you know, it goes beyond just placements. The college has strong ties to innovation. We're talking about 58 granted patents, 26 ongoing funded research projects, and they were even selected for the AICTI Ideal Lab scheme. Plus, a recent agreement with the ICT Academy shows they're focused on making sure student skills stay up to date. Of course, your 4 years in college are about so much more than just books and labs. So let's take a look at life beyond the classroom, get a feel for the campus facilities, and the kind of support you can expect. So let's quickly cover the practicals. For accommodation, they have plenty of hostel space with separate blocks for boys and girls. For day scholars, there's a huge fleet of 60 college buses covering the region. Health is a priority, with a 24/7 medical clinic and an ambulance right there on campus. And when it comes to finances, there are a number of government and institutional scholarships you can apply for. Remember that question we started with about leadership? Well, we're going to end by coming back to that very idea. It's time to look at the notable alumni and distinctions that really cement this college's legacy of achievement. And this brings us full circle. In the world of academics, their most well-known alumni is none other than Dr. V. Kamakoti, a 1989 computer science graduate who today leads one of our country's most elite institutions as the director of IIT Madras. The college has also consistently been a place where future leaders are made. It has produced multiple officers for the Indian Administrative Service and the Indian Revenue Service, people who go on to run the country. And for those of you with global ambitions, SVCE graduates are making a real impact out there. They hold senior leadership positions at tech giants like Microsoft and AMD, and even at fast-growing companies in the US like Instacart. And the success stories aren't just limited to tech and administration. The alumni network also boasts successful entrepreneurs who've built their own companies, and even well-known film directors and actors in the South Indian film industry. It's an incredibly diverse group. All the information we've presented here is based on the college's official website and trusted government portals at the time we prepared this. To continue your research and explore more engineering colleges, be sure to visit profsam.com, your true source for 12th to engineering decisions.